that we can do to help?
You can let him get some rest.
Of course. I really am sorry, Thomas. I know that this probably happened when you were looking for Joni.
Let's go, man.
It was a perfect day in paradise, and I was lucky to be alive. I was lucky to have friends who cared. On the other hand, there was a high school math teacher from Long Island crying her guts out because her little sister's missing, and the guy who said he'd almost found her can't remember where. I guess the day wasn't so perfect, and it was about to get worse.
Magnum. You're not supposed to leave your room.
Oh, come on, Higgins. I just needed some air.
Magnum, if you are to recuperate properly, you must adhere to your doctor's regimen. Personally, I couldn't care less, but as Major Domo here, I'm responsible for all of Robin's guests, even you. What if you had another accident? What if there were a lawsuit? I just won't have it.
Gosh, Higgins, I didn't know you cared.
Care? Magnum, I don't care. You have a visitor. That gentleman is from the Honolulu Police Department. He has a few questions to ask.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Lieutenant Tanaka. Homicide?
Homicide?
Yeah, a body was found this morning in a shack at Waimea. I thought maybe you could tell me about it.
Why me?
Well, first, the victim was your client's daughter, Joni Green. And second, we found this next to the body. It's a shame. Tigers aren't doing so hot this year. Easy, Magnum. You want to tell me about it?
Look, I wish I could. I hit my head. I just can't remember any.
Anything after you left Mr. and Mrs. Gilbert's?
How'd you know that?
I talked to your doctor.
And what are you asking me for?
Well, maybe your memory would come back.
Well, it didn't.
Listen, you're a private investigator, right? We're kind of like colleagues. You got any ideas as to what happened at the accident? Well, let me try some theories on you. You found Joni, but you got there too soon before the murder was finished. Then he took off, and you went after him and racked up your car. Hate to think what it's going to cost you to fix it. That's the price you pay for owning a fancy car.
It's not my car.
Anyway, that's one of my theories.
It's possible.
Not very pleasant. I mean, if the murderer found out you're still alive, he might try to get to you so you can't testify against him. Then again, there are lots of other things that could have happened. That's what makes my job so interesting. You know, I once had this case where this guy killed his wife, then he bashed himself over the head, tried to make it look like they'd both been attacked by someone else.
Lieutenant, you charging me with anything, or you just trying to rearrange my house?
You think that Sparky will re-sign Kemp? It's good power.
Average wheels.
How's yours?
What?
Your wheels up to a little trip to jar your memory? Familiar? Anything? Sounds? Smells?
I'd swear I've never been here before in my life.
You getting something?
No, nothing.
She was strangled. Not much of a struggle. Must have been a big guy. Nothing?
Nothing.
Strike two.
The answer is no.
Higgins, I need the car.
You have already caused extensive damage to one of Mr. Marston's vehicles. Damage which insurance will not cover because you cannot recall the circumstances.
My
leading
memory
to
will
that
come
damage.
back to me. The doctor says so.
Until it does, you're grounded. Besides, what am I supposed to use for transportation? Your surf ski?
You've got the Jimmy.
Don't be ridiculous. I can't attend to my business in a pickup.
All right, give me the keys. I'll use the pickup.
No.
Why?
Look here, Magnum, you're supposed to be recuperating.
Higgins, my client's daughter is dead, and I was at the scene. And the only thing that comes back to me was some pretty weird stuff.
A clear indication of your need for rest.
My need is to put things back together. All right, Higgins. All right. If you won't let me use the car, I'm going to hitchhike. Now, what would Robin say if he found out that you forced an injured guest to hitchhike? Unless, of course, you'd like to drive me. Hi.
Look. I want you to know how sorry I am about Joni.
Are you?
It's not his fault.
How do we know? We can't remember anything.
Wendy.
I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry. It's just that Daddy loved her so much. Broke his heart when she left home. Broke all of our hearts. She's dead. Does anything else really matter?
Maybe I can find out who did it.
I think they've got police for that.
You know, I feel pretty damn lousy about Joni. I also feel lousy about myself. Now, I've got to know what happened to me during those hours, and you can help.
We can.
Yes, the last thing I remember is being with you two. 7, 8 o'clock, we had dinner. Now, we must have talked about Joni.
Yeah, that's all we talked about. You said you tracked down some leads. You felt close. You even had a few addresses.
Yeah.
You said you were going to meet a contact.
Contact?
Yeah. That's the word you used.
Did I say who that contact was?
He was Hawaiian. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at remembering their names.